let me just talk about this. One of the things that I feel happening here is a major transformation that's taking place. It's taking a while for you to get where you are right now. So it's not like a transformation happening overnight. I feel like it's months in the making. Possibly a major event, a major impetus has really happened, especially in the May timeframe here. Some type of opposition, having to defend your values, having to really assert yourself in the work environment, in the public sphere, where you come into your own sense of power. And I feel a lot of you are dealing with something that is a lot bigger than yourself, okay? So basically what it means is that it feels to me as if you might be in a position where you feel a little bit oppressed. You feel like you can't really exact the right types of changes that you would like to see take place. You feel a little bit powerless. And so as a result of coming into, facing opposition and feeling as if, yes, I have all the great ideas in the world, but there's some structural, systemic issues from the top down that's preventing me from really implementing these new ideas. And it's also preventing me from being able to sell other people on my ideas. So I feel like there's something that is bigger than you, that is a little bit more rigid, a little bit more structural. And while you're here trying to implement these change, trying to, shake things up or trying to improve the processes, you're still encountering opposition. And the opposition has nothing to do with, what's right, what's wrong, because we know that you're in the right. You have the right ideas. You have the right, I want to say, incentives and motives for implementing the changes that you're hoping, because you feel that it is going to be for the greater good of the institution, for the greater good of the company, for the greater good of all the employees and employers around. So I feel like we're definitely on the right track in terms of the ideas that you have. But people are not on board because they are inherently selfish. They don't want to do the extra work. They don't want to create infighting. They don't want to, shake up the boat. So there's some issues here where I feel like you might feel a little bit dejected, thinking, I'm just one person. What difference can I make? And the point here is that in the process of realizing that maybe we need to scale down our expectations, maybe we have this massive endeavor, this massive plan that we want to, move things along, or we want to implement, but we might need to, hack up the pieces, and basically take small steps one at a time so that the task in front of you doesn't encounter a lot of opposition, so that the task in front of you is manageable. Okay, so I feel like that's what's happening here. You're coming into this month with a lot of momentum, but also the momentum is bringing up, a reassessment that you are just one person. So realistically, what can you do at this present moment? Small steps, so that you can create the environment that is suitable for you. I do feel for many of you, there is some things here regarding your skills. Okay, so you are somebody that has a lot of latent skills. And I do feel as well, you are selling yourself a little bit short when it comes to your capability. So that means seeking jobs where you might be underpaid and underemployed, mainly because you feel that those are the only jobs that you qualify for, when in fact they are really assessing or encouraging you to assess, where do your skills lie? You're a great communicator, you're a great compromiser, and you are also great with working in the public, but a lot of the times you might shy away from the spotlight as well. And this is a message that I mention a lot of the times with Virgos, and I feel it's coming in for you. Your time in the limelight is now. So a lot of you might be shifting into a different position that requires dealing with the public, and you're not ready for that shift. But they're saying that, the time is now. Don't procrastinate on this decision any longer, because you have a lot to offer. This is a card about somebody that has a lot of, strong business acumen, a lot of practical life experiences under their belt. So you want to really think about how the things that you have experienced in life, all the transitions, all the shifts, all the uncertainty that you have faced in the past, how those experiences have shaped who you are right now and what you have learned from it to really solidify, what you believe in. So I feel that fighting from a passionate standpoint, really putting your ideas out there, really thinking about where I've come from and the person that I am becoming right now, and arguing from that standpoint or getting people on board based on, that standpoint, you're going to get a lot of followers. Okay. So I do feel a lot of harmony and love and emotional support coming through from your family and from the social circle overall. This is a card greatly about new contracts, okay? New contracts being signed here. And it denotes a new work environment that you can shift yourself into. So I see a lot of you leaving a very troublesome, problematic work environment and seeking new opportunities, hence, new contracts being signed where you are going to end up with a lot more financial abundance. I feel a lot of you have opportunities, have people soliciting you for a new job, but you're staying in the current job. Mainly, even if it doesn't pay enough, you're staying in the current job because you feel like you're doing a lot of good in this work environment. And if you feel like, if I leave now, who's going to take up the mantle? Who's gonna, take care of the problems when they creep up? So I feel that, yes, it is a very honorable, thing to do. But at the same time, in this new position, I feel that you can you can create and, move things along in the exact way that you're hoping. So I do feel that starting a new job is highly supported for this month. So if you're straddling the fence, it is time for you to start looking elsewhere, okay? It's time for you to forge new alliances, create new contracts, network with new people. And I do see celebrations and a lot of success brewing for you in the overall work environment, in the public image, in your public image, in the public environment. So you're getting a lot of positive reception overall. A lot of love and support is coming through from family members. And I feel that, a lot of the times too, family members, they know how to push our buttons, right? But they also are incredibly supportive. Most of our family members, well, they're supposed to be anyways. I feel like you come from, a very, very stable, loving household where everybody's on board, and they're very emotionally supportive of all of your ideas, all of the things that you're hoping to do. And so a lot of the times you feel like, well, they're my family, is of course they're going to support me. Of course they're going to douse me in all this love and emotional, recognition. But I feel that that's not the case actually, because I feel that you have innate skills that you might have, I want to say that are dormant, or you have innate skills that you don't really feel would be transferable to a work environment. But I feel like, coming from an environment with love and support, you know what people need in order to be able to thrive. And so you are trying to recreate that for other people who might not have that, who might be lacking that emotional support, that family cohesion. And so I feel like a lot of this energy is all about giving back in a meaningful way, learning from our own personal experience about what it means to, learning from your past experiences, life experiences, and thinking deep and hard about, what did I have that makes me the person I have today, and versus the next person, what did they have that makes them the person they are today? So I feel like this whole assessment about what type of support you need or what type of support you didn't have and how that really affected you on an innate level, and then transferring that, extrapolating that into the greater society and thinking really about why is this group, for example, not or underperforming, and what is it inherently or systemically inherent in their upbringing or in their environment that's preventing them from, growing to their full potential. So I feel like a lot of deep rooted problem solving is happening for you for this month. And a lot of it deals with, your assertion into the public environment. So things are looking very good. Taurus, and I would encourage you, you know, don't be afraid, don't be afraid, don't procrastinate, don't be afraid anymore about taking the next step in your professional career. Come out in the limelight, okay? And you are going to be very well received, okay? You will be getting a lot of emotional support, positive reception as well, okay? So I hope that is helpful for you guys. I'm really happy to see a very I want to say like it's definitely different from the past 2 months.